I swear, almost every time I do recaps for this show, I'm like, why did I want to do this again?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is going to be more like a chit-chat type of video as opposed to my regular recaps where I'm all hype and I find a line and you know how my intros be, honey. This is just going to be, we're going to talk about it real quick and get it over with, okay? This is just because I don't want to not do one this week, so I'm going to just do the recap and get it over with. So shout out to Lay _ lovable. She said, I don't think Diamond was trying to jump in. It looked like she was trying to pull them apart, but I'm glad Diamond and Liv are gone. And she's also says tried, but I know you meant tired. Tired of Jaimee and Jazz. Girl, I get the typos too. Another shout out that I wanted to give was to Patricia Moran. She said Maury Povich. Oh, when I was talking about the Maury show, I couldn't remember the man's last name. Now she done told me what it was. Okay, and last one that I'm gonna give a shout out to is Tani Lala. I can't wait for the new girls. I hear they get along with Jaimee and Jazz. Okay, so that's exactly what we're gonna talk about this episode. So let me get my notes together. I thought I had it, but I didn't. So voila, we got it. So we ended off with the fight that they had from last week where, you know, everybody was getting crazy in the car and the little van thing that they got. And Angela and Kristina, the next day, Kristina doesn't even remember what went down. I'm like, what's the sense of having a fight if you're not even going to remember? You know, I feel like that's just a waste. Angela's birthday is coming up, so Kristina, she isn't too excited because she's just like, her sister becomes super diva mode, thinks she's the princess of the land, and she's not really feeling it. Plus, her sister never really did anything for her other than come to, I think she said, a dinner that her mother had threw. So her sister's really all about herself when it comes to birthdays. And she did mention a few times that she wishes that Asia was her sister. Angela, she just seems to be getting more and more jealous of the relationship that Kristina and Asia are having together. They're giggling around the house, laughing. They go out to the bars together, come back home giggling and laughing like, oh, we can't tell you where we went. Like, it's a little secret and stuff. It's almost like they're relatives. And Angela, she's just like over the whole situation. She's like, yo, when we get back to the house, well, she didn't say this to her, but in the commentary, she's like, when we get back to wherever the hell they live, she's just done with her. She's not even going to talk to her. So she's like, she can keep Asia if she want to keep Asia. I'm like, jealous much? The ladies, they get a spray tan, and Asia asks the spray tan lady if they do black people. And she's like, yeah. She's like, so what color would I come out? And she's like, you would just get darker. I personally wouldn't get a spray tan. I feel like I'm black enough already. If I really want to get a tan, I'll go on vacation, you know what I mean? Or I'll go to the beach. I'm not about that. I'm going to put chemicals on my body so I can look a different complexion. I mean, it works for some other people, and, you know, there's no shade. There's lighter people that want to get a little bit of color without going into the sun and getting those harmful UV rays and all those things. So that works for them. But nah, I'll probably pass. And the only black people I've ever heard or seen getting a spray tan was, I remember I seen an episode of the Braxtons where Tony, I believe it was Tony, she was getting a spray tan. And I think that somebody else had joined her. It might have been Tamar. I think Tamar had got one too, because they was like doing like a little girls thing. And that was like maybe like 2 seasons ago, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure. Like my memory ain't that good, but it's alright. Following that, they decide, Kristina and Asia, they come up with the plan to have a bar cycling trip for Angela for her birthday. When they initially announced it, Angela didn't seem too happy, but when they all went, they all was having a good time. They were doing sexual scavenger hunts. I think I would have drew the line because they was kissing up on strangers. I mean, I don't even think... Nah. It was no. I can say I've kissed people randomly before on a drunken night here and there, back in my go to the club every weekend type of days, but I can't say that they looked like these people. Some of these people that they was sucking on their necks and licking their ears and their nipples and stuff like that, you know, I would just throw up in my mouth, like, just at the thought of it. Never mind. And then you have to look back at it on TV. That's like double whammy. Yeah, so they was kissing and sucking and doing all kind of stuff to random people, letting people spank them. It was just a lot. I mean, I could, like I said, I could do it there, but some of those people, it was a little bit much. Then there were two girls that came up while they were doing their little scavenger hunt. I think they was at round 3, and they came up to Jazmynn first. Well, they came up to all the girls, and then they came up to Jazmynn. Jazmynn had to give somebody a hickey, so Jazmynn ends up giving one of the girls a hickey. And Angela and Kristina just had like the pure look of disgust on their face. They was just like, you know, if looks could kill, they would have perished, those people. Like, they would have been destroyed, annihilated. It would have been over for them. But then they're heading back to their little bicycle things, and the girls are like following them, and they're like, you're not part of the Bad Girls Club. You can't be trying to get on our bicycle. They're like, oh, this is yours. We're coming on it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute. So Angela, she getting all defensive and stuff, like, what are these Kim Kardashian wannabe girls doing, thinking they trying to come on our little bicycle? Nah, homie, you best to get the step in. Ain't no free rides over here. So then they finally reveal, after messing with them for a little bit and things were starting to escalate, they reveal that they are the replacements for the last two girls, Olivia and Diamond. So as soon as Angela saw that, she was not feeling them. Like, I think that it's because maybe she was being insecure, maybe because it was her birthday. Like her sister said, she wanted to be the superstar, she wanted to shine, and I think she felt a bit jealous that these girls were so beat-faced, and she's like the only other person that has like a super beat face like that has like a lot of foundation, a lot of everything on. A lot of the other girls, they have like more neutral type of makeup on, and so I think that was kind of what was getting to her a little bit. And plus they look like fun girls, they look like they down for whatever. They have some big old booties. I think the two biggest booties that looked good in the house was Angela and Kristina before, but definitely Angela. I don't remember if Christina's butt looks all that, but Angela, she had one of the nicer butts, because Jaimee and Jazmynn, they got a little something, but it's not something you want to be like, ooh. So I think that that's another thing that kind of got to her when she seen their body, she seen their height, she seen that they like don't really care about anything, and they was vibing with Jazmynn, so she wasn't feeling all that. Anyways, they go on the bicycle bike thing, and when was it things started to go bad? They did ask them what they were. They mentioned that they were Persian. They mentioned that they were Persian and Mexican, and they were both divorced because the turnip girls and their husbands felt like they were cheaters, so it didn't work out. Following that, Angela and Hannah, they started arguing, and it just goes really bad. Angela ends up taking, sorry guys, my phone. Angela ends up taking a glass and knocking it in Hannah's face. Their names are Suha and Hannah. I probably can't tell the difference between the two just as yet, but I'm starting to get to it. I'm starting to get there, because they look so similar when you first glimpse at them. Their hair is black, long, you know, they have that Persian look, I guess. So I kind of felt like they were kind of Indian, but you know, Persian, Indian culture, they kind of resemble each other from the ones that I've seen like on different shows that I've seen, like maybe like Stars of Sunset or whatever, or people that I've actually seen in real life. So yeah, they start arguing, have a fight, and then Kristina, when she saw them arguing, she was kind of like standing back and kind of analyzing the situation, but then she saw that they started getting physical, so then she jumped in. I think that that's where things tend to go wrong, is when the other sisters be jumping in for somebody. But, you know, you never want to see your sister, your cousin, your friend, close friend, whatever, you don't want to see them get beat up. So that was the whole thing, I guess, there. And then it just became like a big brawl. I saw, who was it, Amber, she was going crazy. I don't even know why. Like, it's 4 people on 4 people. Why are you even getting into the mix? I didn't understand it. Let the security guards at the end of the day do their thing. You don't even know the other 2 girls. I think she just wanted to fight. Maybe because the liquor's in all of their systems, so you're not thinking rationally. And yeah, so she ends up hitting her in the face, blood's coming down, everybody's all hyped up. They get sent, Angela and her sister. Well, Angela is the one that gets sent to the hotel. She might be getting sent home because she hit somebody with a glass. But her sister was showed right there that she was ride or die for her, because she ends up going with her to the hotel, and she didn't have to. So, but it was her birthday and things just went really bad. So she was being a good sister. That was really good, and it really opened up Angela's eyes to see that her sister is there for her, even though they might not have everything the same. They might not have similarities as far as their things that they enjoy or likes or the way that they act. They're still down for each other. Now, they've shown that lately in a lot of the fights and brawls that they've been getting into, that even though they argue with each other, at the end of the day, they make sure that they're good. And finally, Jazmynn and Jaimee, they're talking about the fight, getting all hyped and everything. And Allison, she was just getting annoyed, and she's just like, oh, just stop, I don't want to hear about it. The girls should be here, they're not here, blah 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 blah. And then she wants to get bucking crazy and go up in their face. She looked like she was kind of getting beat up, but you know how they do the little flash, we'll show you a little bit, get you excited, flash, take it off for the cameras type of editing. Yeah, so that's pretty much what they did. So you can't really tell who was getting what or whatever. And then Jazmynn and Jaimee, once again, they get to go to a hotel. It's almost like the whole time they've been there, they've been going to hotels. I think that's like the 3rd time already they got to go to a hotel. I mean, that's what's up, though. You get to sleep in a nice, clean place while you dirty the place that you live in, and you just chilling with your feet up, and you got some company because you got your sister with you. I mean, you're pretty much living the life at the end of the day, and it's not like they started it, so I doubt anything's going to happen to them. They're going to be back in the house the next day. So that was pretty much it, you guys. That was the recap in a nutshell. Make sure you comment down below for your chance to be featured on my next episode. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Later.